Good afternoon, folks. Welcome back to the channel. Monday, 12th of December. Right, this is slightly different to what I usually do. I don't usually touch politics with the barge pole, but I watched with interest an interview on GB News with the leader of the Reform Party, Robert Tice, who were bigging themselves up as the only serious alternative. And I was wondering what everybody else thought. Because let's face it, Tories have shafted it big time, haven't they? They've just sent us all up the river. The price of everything, the price of fuel, the state of the whole economy, the schools, ambulance service, police, everybody, nurses, everybody's been sold up river. So let's face it, they're no good anymore, are they? They're not fit for purpose, if they ever were. The Labour Party is been led by a champagne socialist, Keir Starmer. No one before him wasn't much better, were he? Jeremy Corbyn, let's face it. So I was just going to put this clip on here to see what you think, and I'll leave the link for the whole interview in the description or the comments. One of them might pin it in the comments. But at the end of the day, something's got to change, and it's got to change for us all. Not just them at the top or them at the bottom of the heap. Everybody. We've just been led by self-serving, money-grabbing shysters, haven't we? It's time for a change. And by change, I mean everything. Everything is falling to bits. Schools. There's not enough school places. The cost of living. Ambulance service. Police service. Nurses. Firemen. They're all massively, massively, massively underfunded, and it just isn't working. Your whole economy is belly up. Everybody's going on strike. Even your postmen, train drivers, everybody's just going on strike, and it's just not right. It needs a change. But is this the right change? Anyway, tell me in comments what you think when you've watched it, and not like a good art discussion, is there? By the way, I'm neither promoting nor denying the Reform Party. It's just an interview I saw that piqued my interest that I thought I'd share with you. Okay, monkeys, have a watch, see what you think. Right, folks, here we are.
Policies are what I think works for the country. Forget ideology. It's what's right for the British people, ordinary families up and down the country.
That's where it needs to be.
But if we just take your political history and we accept that it has always been on the right, the difficulty that you...
They were, at one point, when they first started, ultra-right, and I think they got a bit of stick for that and rooted out one or two bad apples, but I think they're more on an even playing field now.
As a party face, is that you've said you're going to stand candidates at the next election.
Everywhere.
The danger at least is that you will make the election of a Labour government on the left more likely.
No, there's a couple of things here, which is that, firstly, vote for what you believe in, not what you're afraid of. Secondly, and crucially, and you're the first person I've said this to, but the simple fact is, in 2019, we stood down, we allowed the...
Vote for what you believe in. That's very refreshing. What you believe in. What you believe should be right. What you believe is common sense.
Conservative Party to get a thumping majority in order to run the country properly, to get Brexit done, to do it properly.
What a mess they made of that, didn't they?
They've ruined the economy. They haven't done Brexit properly.
Nope.
Our public services are in a state.
They are.
Frankly,
mess.
They've had their chance. They've blown it. They've messed up. They've made lives worse for everybody. We stood down for them now. The right thing now for the country, not for them as a party, the right thing for a country is for them to stand down, stand aside, let them...
If only it were that easy, because they won't, will they? The Tories won't stand down. Not in a million years, they'll be there till the bitter end.
Me stand against Keir Starmer, and I will beat him hands down. They've had the chance. They've blown it. They've had 12...
Him versus Keir Starmer, and he'll win hands down. Interesting thought, isn't it? Don't forget to let me know in comments what you think.
Years. The country's in the worst state ever. Someone told me yesterday, it's worse than in the late 70s. So the old thing.
I was just talking about this to somebody the other day. It's just getting now. The whole situation is getting just like the late 70s. 1979 hour 10, so I can remember it all. It was just one big shambles. Everybody, literally everybody were on strike. There was no money about. It was just an absolute, like he says, horror show. But yeah, it does seem to be getting that way again now.
Of if you stand against them, you'll split the vote. You'll let Labour in, and that'll be worse. Nothing could be worse than what this Conservative party has done to our country.
It's very straight
in
talking,
recent
isn't it?
years. So they've blown it. They should stand aside.
Yeah,
let me take
agreed.
on Keir Starmer, and I win hands down.
With the benefit of hindsight, then, standing aside, as you did in 2019, in 317 seats, you did the same in the Batley and Spen by-election. You did that to promote the Conservatives, to help, give the Conservatives a helping hand. Was that a mistake?
We, in 2019, look, the alternative was Jeremy Corbyn, which was a horror show, and through gritted teeth, we had to make sure that Brexit was done. They've done it really badly, they've betrayed it, but the reason for Batley and Spen was actually, we knew that by-election would be a horror show. It was, we wanted nothing to do with it. It wasn't to help the Conservatives, I just knew it would be an absolute horror show, and I was right.
So, tell me what you think in comments, what you think of this Reform Party. I've not really looked into it. It's just an interview I saw, and I'll pop the link in the comments. I'll pin it at the top. Very interesting views, very refreshing, but it's whether they stick to it, isn't it? Let's face it. Let me know. That's all I can say. Catch you later, monkeys. Stay safe.